Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are doing another high support sports bra haul. I have a bunch of high support sports bras from Yvette. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, Yvette is like my go-to for like actual real high support sports bras, and they're so affordable. You can literally get these bras for like around $30, which people always comment on these videos that they're skeptical of getting like an actual high support sports bra for $30, because usually when you're getting like a super high support sports bra, like I'm talking for like bigger cup sizes, actual support, like you can run and you're not going to be like all over the place. Usually those can be like upwards of like 60 to 100, and these are half the price, and like they have bra clasps, they are actually supportive, they come in cup sizes, everything. Like, this is the real deal. I also threw in a little top and a little jacket just because they were cute, so I thought might as well talk about them. Yvette did give me a 15% off code, so whatever price is on the website, you can get 15% off that. The code is Kathryn15, so it makes it even more affordable. I believe they do also offer international shipping, so my ladies who need high support sports bras, you can be anywhere and it'll get to you. Before we jump into the review, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Okay, now let's get to the review. This is the white Enfold mesh racerback sports bra. I don't exactly know what size I got. I will be putting that as well as the price on the screen, but Yvette either comes in sizes, like you can actually choose your size through like AA to like triple D, or they have like small A through C or small D through F, if that makes sense. So I'll put the actual sizes on the screen. It kind of varies by the bra. Usually for their high support sports bra ranges, they do have the like, you know, 32, 34 kind of thing. This sports bra is an 80% polyester, 20% elastane blend. One thing I really love about Yvette sports bras that always draws me to them is that the cup pads are not removable. And I have made many a rant on removable cup pads. They get crumpled up in your bra. They don't really offer like much extra support, and you can like see the outline of them. It's just like, put the cup pads in the bra, and that's what Yvette did. So the cup pads are literally sewn into the lining of the bra, so they offer some extra shape, and they're not going anywhere, so you don't have to like annoyingly take them out and put them back in when you wash them. And almost all of their high support sports bras do have an adjustable clasp in the back. This bra has a super cute mesh detail at the top, so it's nice and breathable. The back is also mesh, and it has these little elastic like straps. It is a racer back, so the straps are not going to fall off. And then the straps crisscross and are kind of open in the back here. The straps are also wider, so they shouldn't be cutting into your shoulders at all. All right, here's the sports bra. Now that it's on me, you can see the kind of perforated mesh detail at the top a little more, and all the details. I do have it on the tightest little clasp back here. This one I would definitely say high support, so I agree with that. I don't think this is the highest support of the bunch, but I would definitely feel okay like jumping around and running around in this. It does have a slight scoop neck, but there's no cleavage. And we have like the tiniest bit of side boob showing, but it's not gonna bother me and it's not gonna be uncomfortable. And it does scoop around enough around the armpit region that it's not going to chafe my armpits. The fabric is also like pretty soft, and it's not like that rough material that's gonna like cause any chafing. Next, we have the Enfold Zip Front Mesh Sports Bra. So as the name suggests, this one does zip in the front. So it does have a higher neckline, and it zips all the way down. It actually zips all the way off. So if you are someone who like really struggles to get sports bras on enough, because they can be a little annoying, this one just zips right up and down the front. So it's super easy. It also has those little protective features like on the zipper, so it's not actually gonna like cut into your skin. The straps on this one are also super thick, so they shouldn't cut into you, and it has the mesh detail in the back just to be a little more breathable. This one does not have the adjustable clasp in the back because it has the zipper in front, so there's a little bit less size adjusting that you can do with this one. This one also has the molded cup pads that are actually inserted into the bra, which I love. And this one does come in size extra small to 5XL, cup sizes A through G, and in 3 different colors. I feel like super secure in this bra, and I like honestly love how it feels. Sometimes with a zip front bra, it can feel a little bit uncomfortable, but this one has a little like lining and one of the little zipper protectors that goes all the way down the inside. So I honestly can't even feel the zipper, and it's not gonna like scratch you or anything. This one is super high impact, like I am not jiggling at all. This one also is a slight scoop neck, but I would still consider this basically a high neck sports bra. There is no side boob spillage whatsoever. Can't see any of it. And it's also not cutting into my side here. It's still nice that it's a lot of coverage, but you do have that mesh for a little breathability in the back. And the size is also great on me. Sometimes with racer backs, they can kind of cut into your traps a little bit, but this feels really good and I'm not feeling like this is gonna cause any discomfort. The sports bra feels like the slick performance material, but it's almost a little bit thicker and it just feels like super nice. I thought this would be my least favorite one, but I think I like it better than the last one. Next, I have the Sculpt Mesh V-neck sports bra in black. This one comes in size 32 to 42, A through triple D. It also comes in 3 different colors. This is the black, obviously. It's another one that's definitely a very high support. This one is really cool because it has kind of a classic slick performance material along like the base of the bra, but then it's aligned with a little mesh detail at the top just to add a little something. It also has some mesh perforated details on the side, and the back is also a racer back with more little mesh detailing and a clasp in the back. I love that their high support sports bras aren't just like ugly, you know, just totally look like a bra. These obviously look more like a bra than some sports bras because they do have the clasp and everything, but they have so many cute little details like all the mesh and the perforations, and they have a lot more cute colors. I know I didn't get a ton of like colors this time, but they're coming out with like some spring colors, some more brighter colors, so it's more than just neutrals. This one definitely has a nice like scooped V-neck in the front, and you can also see the little mesh detail. Because this one's black, it's a little harder to see the details, at least on camera, but they also come in lighter colors. It also has the Yvette logo on the bottom, and then it has the mesh little dot detail on the side. Then it's also mesh and a classic little keyhole back. This one is also definitely totally a high support, so I'd say the least supportive of them is the white sports bra, but I'd still give it a medium to high support. So they're all super supportive, but definitely this one and the zipper one are the most supportive. It used to be so hard for me to find really high support sports bras that like I didn't hate all the time. It would just have been nice to have these in college when I wore a lot more high support sports bras like all the time, and like because I was on the dance team constantly jumping around, and like these are so cheap and so nice. Like I used to only buy the Champion sports bras. These are 10 times better than the Champion high support sports bras. If I say high support sports bras one more time, oh my gosh, it's so hard to say. I need to say something else. Next, I have a little set from them. First, we'll talk about the sports bra. This is the Shift Light Icon sports bra. It's called the Shift Light, but it still is one of their high support sports bras. This one I think is so cute. So it is kind of a high neck racer back, but along the band it also just says Yvette. So if you kind of like that logoed look, this one is super cute. You do have some different colors going on. You have the white lining, and then in the back you have a matching mesh. The stuff in between here is mesh, and it matches the rest of the bra, the maroon color, perfectly. And again, the cut pads are built into the bra. We love that. This one comes in size extra small to 5XL, A through G. And they match with the Infold mesh leggings. So these are meant to be a medium to high compression legging, and they're definitely like a very functional pair of workout leggings. They do have a band at the top, so that's not my favorite, but if you're someone who likes a zipper in their leggings, like if you go on walks a lot and you just have your key with you, this one does have a little zipper, so it keeps it super secure. It's made of a polyamide lycra blend, and it's definitely that slick performance material, so very sweat wicking and very good for like walking or running, you know, when your thighs are kind of rubbing together. This will let it, you know, rub right together. They do have some curved seams around the booty, and then at the bottom it does have a little mesh detail to kind of match with the sports bra as well. These leggings come in size extra small to extra large, and this comes in 2 colors. Then we have another one of their kind of more high neck sports bras. This one basically covers everything. The material is super, super stretchy, but also really like compressive and has a lot of hold to it. And having this elastic band at the bottom just like sucks it in so much right at the bottom and just like feels like it's giving a lot of support. I love the kind of contrast detailing. Sometimes I'm not into a super logoed moment, but I actually kind of like this. Yeah, I have other sports bras that are similarly shaped, but because this one does have the adjustable clasp in the back as well as the like built-in cut pads, it just does offer like a lot more support. And as you can see, there's no jiggling going on, definitely a high support. And I just love the maroon color. I wish I got more colors from them because I did get a lot of neutrals, but next time I'm gonna get more colors. Okay, here are the leggings. I'd say they're a medium to high rise. They go about to my belly button. They do have the band along the top. It's not really cutting into me, so that's good. The waistband itself is pretty small here. It does offer a lot of compression, but it's not like as long as some waistbands. It does have a little zipper back, which is good for if you're doing like a walk, run, or hike or something, want to hold something back here. But the zipper sometimes can be uncomfortable if you're doing like any exercises where you're lying on a bench or lying on the ground or something, so keep that in mind. They do have the curved booty seams. I'd give these a solid medium compression. The material is really nice. It's definitely a slick performance material, pretty thick and definitely stretchy. This material should definitely be sweat proof, probably decently cellulite friendly as well because it is pretty thick and has a lot of hold to it, and it's definitely not going to collect any lint or pill or anything. They are more of a 7/8 length on me, not quite a full length, and then again you have the little mesh in the back. Next we have the Anywhere tie front crop top. I thought this was just like a super cute little like warm up top. It still is a little bit cold on the way to the gym sometimes, so I just thought this was super cute and lightweight. They did reach out to me and tell me that this top would be on extra sale when this video goes live, so I will definitely put the price on the screen, but that was nice of them to make it extra on sale for you guys. This top is a modal elastane blend. It's super stretchy and also feels super breathable, so I definitely think it would be good for a warm-up top. It has a really cute wrapped shape, so the back actually has a little like hole in it. You can probably see it better when I'm gonna try it on. And then they have these little ties so you can kind of tie it in the front. And this comes in size extra small to 2XL. So here's the crop top. It's super cute and very stretchy, which I like. So it does have a lot of stretch to it, and it's that kind of fabric that feels very like cool on your body. It's not like the slick material, but I just feel like it's like super breathable. It's kind of like a wide neck, which I think is really cute. So it's pretty high, but it also opens up a little bit on the sides, so it's not like totally constricting your neck. It's not like a crew neck. It does have a little tie in the front, which I like, and the sleeves are totally long enough on me. And here's the back. It's a good opportunity to show off a little sports bra, potentially a high support sports bra. But yeah, it does have like a little crisscross open oval in the back to show off a little sports bra. And I think it's a perfect length because it does extend a few inches below your sports bra, so you're never gonna have to risk moving your arms up and having the top come up and show your sports bra. And lastly, we have the Shift Light quarter zip. This feels so cozy and just like that super stretchy knit plush workout fabric that is just so nice at a jacket. Here's a close-up of the fabric. It's super stretchy, super knit. Normally when I see like zip up workout sweatshirts like this, they are like a full zip. So I thought this one was unique because it's a quarter zip, and I love a nice little quarter zip vibe, so definitely excited for this. So if you zip it all the way up, it does have kind of a little mock turtleneck kind of thing. It also has that little like breathable back detail where you do have a little mesh, so it makes it a little more breathable. It's still covered up, so you don't really see the mesh, but it does allow for a little more like ventilation. I got this one in a bigger size just to be kind of a little more comfy, loose, and casual. The pockets are super nice. They have two, one on either side. They're very flat, so they don't really look like they're like extreme pockets, but they have like one of those flat lying zippers that like you can like barely see. But I love zippered pockets. I don't trust jackets that just have like open pockets. Like I'll never actually put stuff in them because I don't know, I don't want it to fall out. So the fact that this has zip pockets means it's like super secure, and I love that. And it has thumb holes and hand pockets, and I am so here for that. You know, like I love that in my jackets. Okay, so here's the quarter zip, and it's so cozy. This fabric is literally so nice. It feels like my Lululemon style jackets that are just like super plush and knit material, but it's also like very, very stretchy. I love the little quarter zip because it just makes it easier to like get on over your head, and I've kind of always been a fan of quarter zips. It does have the two pockets, which is super nice. The sleeves also have, oh my gosh, do they have like sleeve vents? Oh my gosh, there's like a secret sleeve pocket. What? You can't even see it because the zipper is one of those ones that just like hides really well, but you zip it up, and I thought these were vents, but it's actually like a little pocket that you can hide like a key or something in. Wow, that's really cool. Okay, it only has it on that one side, but I wonder like what else I'm missing in this jacket that I haven't found yet. They do have thumb holes, which I love long sleeves with thumb holes. I mean, I just am 10 times cozier now that I have thumb holes on. So I don't know what these are actually called. I call them hand pockets. It's when you have this little extra like thing of fabric that you can pull over your hands so that you can keep your hands warm, like if you're out on a walk or a run, which surprisingly helps your hands like a lot. And again, it does have the ventilation in the back. I can't really reach and show you, but it's under the little thingy right there. Okay, I decided to end the video down here because it just is wrong if I don't include peach in a video. So that is it for the video. Definitely check out their website because they have low to high support sports bras in a bunch of different colors. They have some cute patterns too. So it's definitely not just basics. I love sharing super cute affordable options with you guys because I would have wanted to know about these sports bras a long time ago. So I wish that someone had told me. And I'm telling you guys, I wear a 32 Triple D and I do not give the term high support lightly. Like these are actually super high support sports bras, and like I would run in them if I ever ran. But occasionally I jump, so in that case, we need these. And again, make sure to use Kathryn15 for an extra 15% off at checkout because who doesn't like an extra discount, you know? If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, or to subscribe just for Peach because, oh my god, look at her. Oh, Peach, good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!